Hey friends, welcome back for another video. If you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Kate. Here in this channel we talk all about mom life. We also talk about foster care and adoption and intentional living, purposeful living. So if any of that interests you, I would love to have you subscribe and join the community here on YouTube. So today's video is going to be all about what you need to prepare for a school-aged foster child. We recently had a couple from our church actually email my husband, because my husband works with her in the kids ministry at our church, but want to know more about fostering, and she's going to be fostering JK to grade 3, I believe, and she met with the same licensing worker that we had, so it was great to chat with her a little bit. I wanted to talk a little bit about this. I don't have a ton of experience in this area. As you guys know, we foster from 0 to 4. Our oldest placement has been 3.5, and our youngest obviously newborn. We did do a lot of research and training because I think at one point in our fostering journey, we probably will take school-age kids as our girls continue to get a little bit older. There's going to be older kids that will need our help. So one thing I wanted to mention, if you are doing 0 to 4, I have a video I will link here for things to prepare for foster children age 0 to 4. But today's video is going to be about kids school age and up. So one thing I thought was really, really cool, and I actually did this, but we've never even used it, was a photo welcome book. And this is just, a child can feel very overwhelmed when they're first coming into your home. So this is just a way that you can just give them a book. You know, maybe they close the door and they just want some time to get used to their bedroom and their new surroundings, and they can look through this book. And so it's just a photo welcome book. So what you want to put in this book is introduction, pictures, and like a little blurb about you. Like, my name is Kate, I'm the mommy of the house. This is Greg, he's the daddy of the house. This is Lilia and Marissa. And just having a picture, listing some of the hobbies, some of the fun things that you like to do together as a family, some of the rules that you may have. You know, you want to put a family rules in there. I would also add a safety affirmation in the book. So in this house, you are safe. You will always be fed. You will always be comfortable. We are always here to talk to you, whatever it may be, whatever you've committed to that child as a family. Just find a really nice way to write it down and put that into the book. So it's just something that they can read, and it'll just give them a little bit more of a sense of safety and that they can trust you. You know, you're a stranger to them, and from their past experiences, they probably know that they can't trust adults. So oftentimes when you're taking an older foster child, there's a lot of trust that needs to be built. So anything that you can add to this book to build that element of trust is going to be really helpful and really beneficial to the foster child. The next thing I like to do is take the child on a little tour of the home. So what you can add to this book is actually a picture of each room in the home. So, you know, put a picture of your living room. This is where we watch movies, play games, and have family fun nights and friends over. You know, put a picture of your kitchen. This is where we eat dinner. You know, if you have a fruit bowl out for them that they can have from any time, or a little snack area that they can have any time, take a picture of that and put it in the book. You know, if you're hungry, you're more than welcome to eat from this bowl, anything from this bowl at any time. And put a picture of that in there so they know what it looks like, they know where to go. They might be scared to ask you things, or might be scared to tell you they're hungry, or, you know, there might be a lot of issues associated with food. So just having pictures, something that they can look at and kind of process on their own terms without you saying, oh, here's the bowl and this is what, if you're hungry, you go here. Like, it's just a little bit overwhelming for them. So just to have a picture of it and put it in a book and just write it out and explain it, that's really, really helpful. Put a picture of their bedroom. This is your bedroom. We can, you know, decorate it however you want it. I think that's a really important thing, and that will bring me to my next point in just a second, but to let them kind of take over that space. And even if they're sharing, you know, their bed, it can be a different comforter set or pictures beside their bed or some of their favorite toys right near them. Like, just let them know that they are allowed to personalize it. If you don't like blue, that's okay. We'll get you a green, you know, blanket. Like, just letting them know that that is their space and that they're safe there and they can be comfortable there. And just putting a picture in a little blurb, like, that's really important as well. You know, you might want to put a picture of your bathroom and say you have bathroom rules. Like, say for us, we have daughters. So when we had our 3.5-year-old, I know that they're young, and, you know, if they were my biological children, it might be different. But for example, our 2 foster sons did not bath at the same time as our daughters. The girls had separate changing times. They had privacy when they were changing and their door was closed. Again, sometimes kids in foster care have dealt with sexual abuse, or they have witnessed things that are not appropriate for your biological children to be seeing that sort of thing. So for us, that's a huge protection factor. So for example, I put a picture of the bathroom. We always close the door when we're using the bathroom for privacy, whether we're changing, whether we're going to the bathroom, whether we're having a bath. If in this house, we bathe every other night so that we stay neat and clean, things like that I wrote down beside there. Pictures of your backyard, like this is where we play and have lots of outdoor fun and cook barbecues. Like it's just something that just try and put yourself in their shoes, and they're like, come to this new house, all new faces, all new things. They don't feel at home, obviously, even though you're trying to make them feel at home as much as possible. They don't feel at home. It's not their home. So it's probably very different than what they're used to. You know, a lot of kids in foster care are used to living in very dirty situations or poverty-stricken situations or abusive situations. Like they're not really used to that, like, average family dynamic, that average family home, clean home. They're not used to those sorts of things. So just having pictures where they can look at it on their own terms, read little blurbs about each room, read little blurbs about each person in the home, that sort of thing. It's a really helpful tool for them to have. So the next point I have from caring for foster children school age and up is actually to set money aside. Now, the agency usually provides you some sort of money for clothing. Very often kids come with nothing, so you'll get a sum of money in the beginning so you can buy them clothes. Or one thing I always do is I take the kids out to buy them a blanket. And I've done this from, like, say 18 months. I let them pick out a blanket for their bed. Little 3.5-year-old little guy, he picked out a Paw Patrol blanket. Then that went home with him when he left. And Sunflower had a little mermaid blanket that she picked out that she took home when she left. So I like to take them shopping right away. Like maybe not that day that they get there, but the next day, and just get some things to personalize their room, personalize their space, buy them some new clothes, getting something special for them, something that they can identify with, them, something that is all theirs. They're in this new space, nothing in this new space is theirs, but something they purchase from a store, they bring home into that space, that's theirs, and it can make that their space or make their bedroom feel a little bit more like their own. Or toys or books or, you know, things that, for us, we had only girls, so when we got the boys, like we had to go out, and I bought them this racetrack, and you know, he didn't want to play with dolls and all the girly stuff that my girls play with. He wanted typical boy stuff, right? When I bought him a bunch of toys, he wanted cars and trucks and dinosaurs, like things like that. Third thing is just to have a variety of toys, books, clothes for the ages that you may take, school supplies, that sort of thing, toiletries, have that all there ready for them. You know, so that when they get there and you have to run out and buy stuff, like they're not feeling like they're putting you out. So having that already prepared, ready to go, you know, binder, some lined paper, sometimes they come with nothing or they have to start at a new school. So having all of that ready to go. Not saying you have to be prepared and have absolutely everything. You can't become a hoarder just holding everything just in case. You might be open from kids 7 to 18. So you can't possibly have everything for every age group and each gender, right? So, but just be prepared, have the basics already there for them so you don't have to run out, or if you know they're coming, you know, have your husband run out. Anyways, I hope those 3 things were helpful for you if you are preparing to bring in a foster child. Is school aged. Like I said, I don't have a ton of experience because we are 0 to 4, but those are just things that I have read doing my research, and you know, some things that I do with my older little ones can also relate to older kids in care as well. Anyways, I hope you guys found that helpful. If you did like this video, leave some comments down below with anything you think I've missed or other things that you think are important to have when you're bringing a foster child into your home. Share this video with other foster parents, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.